Are you here for the cricket brought to you by Dafa News? आज के इस लाइव स्ट्रीम में हम बात कर रहे हैं मैच नंबर 26 के बारे में जो कि आज चेन्नई में खेला जाएगा between the two teams in green. Yes, I'm wearing green, but as you can see today, my support is going out to the Proteas. The Proteas, if they win today, दोस्तों, South Africa will be number one on the World Cup points table. उनके सामने दूसरी टीम है, वो भी ग्रीन है, but their fans are probably all seeing green क्योंकि एक बार फिर से एक विश्व वर्ल्ड कप में ये टीम पाकिस्तान की टीम थोड़ी पटरी से बाहर हो चुकी है और हो सके आज के बाद ये वर्ल्ड कप से ही बाहर हो जाए लेकिन जस्ट टू गिव यू अ फैंटास्टिक लिटिल स्टैटिस्टिकल नगेट 24 साल में यानी कि गोइंग बैक टू 1999 ये दो टीम्स जितनी बार वनडे वर्ल्ड कप में जीते हैं 24 साल में पाकिस्तान हैव won every single world cup match against South Africa लेकिन looking at form looking at the points table looking at the net run rate I mean how good have the Proteas been in this World Cup? मेरे हिसाब से आज वो जिंक्स जो है 24 साल का चेन्नई में उस पे विराम लगाया जाएगा क्योंकि साउथ अफ्रीकन टीम को हराना बहुत बहुत मुश्किल साबित हो रहा है इस वर्ल्ड कप में ऑफ कोर्स आई नो नेदरलैंड्स बीट देम लेकिन साउथ अफ्रीका उसके बाद जो दो मैच जीती है टॉस toss didn't go in their favor against England, but they put up 399. Again, they won the toss and they smashed runs. इनके टॉप 7 बेहतरीन है टेम्बा बबूमा आज वापस आएंगे रीजा हेंड्रिक्स बाहर जाएंगे पाकिस्तान bowling is so bad I'm even backing Temba Bavuma to finally leave a mark in this World Cup and I'm sure he will because look he's a good leader he's got the stats this year बहुत लोग उनके ऊपर चढ़ जाते हैं कि वो कोटा प्लेयर है फलाना ढिमकाना whatever it is Temba Bavuma as a leader कायदे से इस टीम में आते हैं और आप इनके आंकड़े देखें इस वर्ल्ड कप से पहले तो वो काफी बेहतरीन है and because he's missed 2 matches I'm sure Temba Bavuma slotting back in today as opener alongside the leading run getter Quinton de Kock. I'm sure even he will have a role to play. उसके बाद Van der Dusen हो, Markram हो, Klaassen, the best middle order finisher, you know, David Miller, Marco Jansen, इस बैटिंग ऑर्डर को रोकना इस पाकिस्तान टीम के लिए जिनके पास let's face it एक ही बॉलर है worth his salt that Shaheen Afridi it's going to be very very tough. Chennai, the same Chennai pitch, the same Chennai ground where the PCB in their list of pre-World Cup complaints was complaining about their matches being held in Chennai. क्यों? क्योंकि मुझे पता है उस पीसीबी टीम को मालूम था कि हमारे टीम के पास ना तो स्पिन खेलने के लिए बल्लेबाज हैं और हमारे पास खुद स्पिनर्स नहीं है अगर शादाब खान आपके लीडिंग स्पिन बॉलर हैं तो भैया आपसे वर्ल्ड कप तो हरगिज नहीं जीता जाएगा उसामा मीर ये कोई स्पिनर है Mohammad Nawaz, ये कोई स्पिनर है दिस इज व्हाई आई फील द पीसीबी वर कंप्लेनिंग अबाउट देयर मैचेस इन चेन्नई इनको मालूम भैया कि उस पिच पर हम तो मैचेस हारने वाले और वही हुआ वो टीम चेन्नई पहुंची और अफगानिस्तान से हारे इसीलिए नो सरप्राइजेस today South Africa will not pay Gerald Kutsia they're bringing back in Tabraiz Shamsi so they're going to have 10 overs from Shamsi 10 overs from Maharaj it's going to be a tricky proposition for Pakistan today and like I said given their predicament, given the lack of players, they look deflated. The world seems to be jumping on Babar Azam. Unka future kya hai World Cup ke baad? I said before, I don't think he'll be captain after this World Cup. I am certain that Mickey Arthur will not be retained as coach after this World Cup. And like I said, I think Pakistan will be lucky to finish at 6th on the points table in this World Cup. They just do not have a team capable of competing consistently against better teams when it comes to one-day cricket. It's surprising because the conditions are not too dissimilar from what they would have faced in Pakistan that this team has struggled so abjectly after putting up 2 wins in a row. इनको यहां से चारों के 4 मैच जीतने हैं शादाब खान ने कहा था कि हम ये करेंगे मिकी आर्थर ने कहा था कि हम ये करेंगे but I don't see any divine intervention coming this Pakistan team's way. I think all the talk about 1992 need to stop. You know, 31 साल हो गए उस वर्ल्ड कप से जी हाँ इमरान खान की वो टीम वर्ल्ड कप जीती लेकिन उस 92 वर्ल्ड कप जीत के बाद हर वर्ल्ड कप पर उस वर्ल्ड कप का साया इस बेचारे पाकिस्तान टीम के ऊपर रह चुकी है और वो 31 साल में एक बार भी वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जीत पाई है Like I said, man-to-man marking हम करें South Africa have much better batsmen, much better bowlers and much better fielders. Pakistan's fielding was a joke in the last match. 25 रन कम से कम 20-25 रन उन्होंने अपने हाथों पैरों के बीच अफगानिस्तान टीम को दिया Yes, their fans will say, भैया कुछ होगा, we can turn it around from here. But frankly, logically, दिमाग से हम अगर देखें तो पाकिस्तान टीम का आज वर्ल्ड कप for all practical purposes आज खत्म होगा. The only chance they have, and I'm going to put it at a 10% chance of them beating South Africa is if Pakistan are batting first, if they can get to 330, 340, and then because we know इस वर्ल्ड कप में अगर साउथ अफ्रीका एक मैच हारी है तो वो चेसिंग करके आई है जब धर्मशाला में नेदरलैंड्स के सामने वो 245 रन का टारगेट नहीं चेस कर पाई. If South Africa bat first, it's game over because every team that's batted first has been able to put up a good match winning total against Pakistan. And South Africa, if you have to chase, that's where I know I'm wearing a South African shirt today for the first time in support of the Proteas, but we all know that if South Africa are going to lose a match in the World Cup, it's going to come when they're chasing. Not just a massive total, but even a middling target for this South African team, despite this batting, somehow वो जो काला साया इस टीम के ऊपर मंडराता है वो शायद दोबारा आ सकता है. But practically, logically, statistically, on form, it should be South Africa winning one more match to top the table today and breaking that 24-year-old jinx against Pakistan when it comes to World Cup matches. चलिए अब आते हैं आपके कुछ क्वेश्चंस पर. लेट्स सी हाउ मेनी पीपल आर आस्किंग क्वेश्चन. आई सॉ अ कपल पॉप अप. देखते हैं आज क्या क्या कौन कौन है मेरे साथ. आई एम श्योर a lot of you regular viewers will be back here. A lot of you must be asking questions about South Africa, huh? Kiran Bhandari, welcome back, bhai. South Africa looks unstoppable while batting first. बिल्कुल मैंने वही कहा था. प्रोटीन दिल दिल पिच अंपायर बीसीसीआई पता नहीं क्या एक्सक्यूज देंगे आजाद. कुछ आई थिंक they'll start to blame the biryani this time. Vipul Soni, good morning. क्या वर्ल्ड कप में इसलिए क्लोज गेम नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि टीम्स do not want to take things too deep and take risky early in games. इस पर या यूज पर वाले केस. Basically, I said it yesterday also. The pitches are not conducive to matches that are going to go deep. या तो टोटल आपके हाथ से बाहर है. एक ही बार चेस हुआ है 345 against the worst bowling attack at the time by Pakistan. उसके बाद जब भी मामला 300 से पार हो चुका है तो टीम्स चेस नहीं कर पा रहे. We've seen 350, 399, 400, 428. These totals are not chased. In these chases, majority of times the team has been bowled out for a smaller margin and teams have won by 130, 150, 160 odd runs. Close, yeah, smaller totals, man. India is that one team which is consistently knocking them off. Even then, barring the match against New Zealand, when I think there were like 15 balls left and 4 wickets, chases are not going deep. I think teams are just struggling to adapt to more one days. The conditions are not stacked in favor of matches going deep. And teams like India, which are so good at chasing in this World Cup, they're not letting things go that close. Sushant, okay, random, my friend, totally off topic. I would love to stick to cricket here. Have you worked in Marathi film? I've not. Uh, I would love to do it. I've only done only my only non-Hindi project has been a Kannada film 3 years ago. But thank you. Random question, but thank you, my friend. Can Babar and Rizwan should open? Nahi, nahi, nahi. Bilkul nahi, bilkul nahi. ODI is dying slowly and steadily. It's definitely not dying, but it's facing a massive challenge to stay alive, no doubt. बहुत बार हम इस बात को लेकर shows कर चुके हैं. Dhamru, we see teams like Pak and England underperforming and teams like Afghanistan performing better than expected. Is this good or bad? It's good, no? It's good. Afghanistan need to win more matches. Afghanistan need to get to at least 8 points. Netherlands need to win more matches. You need these teams because when you include, and I'm going to use the word smaller teams. When you include the smaller teams, they have to perform. Otherwise, it doesn't make for good optics. You don't want the teams ranked outside the top 10 smashed. So good for Afghanistan winning 2 matches. I think they can win 2 from 4 from here. They won't make the semifinals, but it'll be an outstanding World Cup if Afghanistan exit with 8 points to their name. I was speaking to Ajay Jadeja. Unfortunately we met at a very sad event, Mr. Bishan Singh Bedi's cremation. मैं वहां पे मिला अजय जडेजा से, and it was the night after Afghanistan beat Pakistan, and obviously we were all very somber, but our talks did go to cricket, and I told Ajay, I said, you know what, सर ये टीम अगर यहाँ से 8 मैच जीत चुकी है, जीत जाएगी और वापस घर जाएगी, it'll be a massive point. And he said, देखो जेमी, he said, तुमको याद है पिछले वर्ल्ड कप में कौन सी टीम कितनी पॉइंट्स लेके गई थी? मैंने कहा नहीं. It's not about the points. It's about Afghanistan team making a statement. He's like, I've had the pleasure to work with him for a small amount of time. I've seen the joy, the passion. इस टीम को बस मैदान पे आकर जीतना है और इस टीम को आकर बस खुशी दिखाना है अपने फैंस को. They want to have fun. They want to enjoy every moment. So it's not about we might win 2 from here, we might lose all our 4 remaining matches, but it's about the joy of competing at the World Cups, which gives this Afghanistan team the most pleasure. और मैंने कहा अजय सर ये सुनकर काफी अच्छा लगा कि he's like, and it's not about me or Jonathan Trott. It's about these players training hard, having every process in place. So my point is, If we can get Afghanistan winning more matches, if we can get Scotland back, Ireland back, West Indies back, and they win more matches, it is definitely good. Even if it comes at the cost of England having a terrible World Cup, Pakistan having a terrible World Cup, because these teams have all won World Cups. You need the smaller teams, the teams outside the number 10 ranking, winning more matches. And they can only win these matches when they're given more chances. Rahul Gere, sir, SA New Zealand can easily best Pakistan. Huh, Pakistan, I put them. You can watch my videos. You can go back. I haven't edited any video. I said Pakistan are going to finish at number 6. They might even finish below. Afghanistan could technically finish higher than Pakistan. Sri Lanka will definitely finish higher than Pakistan. So any team right now can beat Pakistan. They and England might lose all their remaining match. Might, a small chance. Kiran Gere, between 2019 and 2023, main players played less ODI matches and focused more on T20. This might be the main reason behind one-sided match. It could be. It could be. India versus SA prediction. Bhai, I said on the previous show when we discussed this topic, I said suddenly that match on November 5th at Eden Gardens, which already before the World Cup was one of the two matches I'd penciled in India probably losing. Now that match has become the red flag match because South Africa are the dominant team और इंडिया के पास जो हार्दिक पांड्या नहीं होंगे most likely उस मैच के लिए it's going to put India under pressure. They gambled with 5 bowlers against New Zealand. That gamble paid off. They're going to gamble with the same thing against this terrible England side on the 29th, and they will win that match. They'll gamble with 5 bowlers against Sri Lanka, despite Sri Lanka suddenly showing signs of being a top 5 team. They'll gamble against Sri Lanka because Sri Lanka are just unable to beat India when it comes to ODIs in India on November 2nd at the Wankhede. But that match, my friend, Wizard, whatever your real name is, the Wizard, that match against South Africa, that is the match which India perhaps might really struggle to because that gamble on playing 5 bowlers, if South Africa's mighty batting keeps rolling on before that match and they end up being number 1, when they meet India, they'll be so confident that India के पास margin of error बिल्कुल नहीं होगा. Still, I'm going to say India can bowl out South Africa for 270, 280 and chase that match. But that match probably will be the one where India will lose. But hey, if you go into the semifinals winning 8 of 9 matches and losing just one match, you've done exceedingly well. And like I said, you put South Africa under pressure. आज के match में, if Pakistan can get to 300 and put South Africa under pressure, there's nothing to stop South Africa from choking once again. But you want a result that day, I think probably South Africa will win that match. जय हिंद अभिनेट, क्या आपको लगता है अगर पाकिस्तान 280 लगाए? बिल्कुल, मैंने वही कहा था दोस्त, अभी मैंने वही कहा था. It looks like England was not serious about this World Cup. I don't think they're not serious. They played far less one-day cricket. They put faith in too many players who are not performing. They played too much T20 cricket. They played too much Ashes cricket. And they played, like I said in yesterday's live stream, when I analyzed this England team, you can go back and watch it. They put too much faith in the 100. The 100 has been a real downer for this England team. How different will be the approach of Team India? Bhai, yeah, देखो India के match के लिए we're talking too much. I do dedicated India shows. I appreciate your questions. Let's talk more about today's match. India के बारे में अगर आप लोग वही सवाल मुझसे पूछेंगे preview day पे, then I'll just be repeating myself. Let's try, my friends. Let's try to stick to आज का topic. आज का topic है South Africa versus Pakistan. Will South Africa be able to end a 24-year-old hoodoo against Pakistan? Or will Pakistan win today to keep their hopes alive? I know you guys want to talk about India, but yeah, I've done enough shows and I will do more shows about India. Let's try and keep the topic to today's match. Are there any questions about today? Again, यार बहुत आज के बारे में मैच पूछो, सवाल पूछो यार. प्रतीक कह रहे what your business sense is. I have zero business sense. Is it the last ODI World Cup? No, it's not. But like I said, it'll be the last relevant one. What do you say about shifting our rivalry? Arey yaar, let's talk about today's match here. I don't want to talk about anything else. Would you be surprised if either South Africa or New Zealand won the World Cup? I would, yes. Manish keh rahe, just like Sri Lanka called match in between, Pakistan should call Shoaib Malik. No, how much has Gerald? Oh, Kutsias, clearly, like his idol Dale Steyn, he gives everything. थोड़े run खाते हैं ये. He has that one bad over which goes for 20 or 24 runs, but he's doing the job. In his first World Cup with a limited international experience, Gerald Kutsia has been very, very impressive. Enrad saying it's been too good for SA other than their match against Netherlands. Bilkul. Because, like I said, when South Africa chase in World Cups, that's when the best chances for opposition teams to win. Will it be a surprise result today? No, South Africa will win. Nihar, how is experience of Maxwell century? Bhaiya, Nihar, मैंने पूरा video किया था. I put a 15-minute live video talking about my experience. Please, please, please go back and watch it. The Wizard is saying it will be better for India if Pakistan wins. As SA will lose confident. नहीं 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 नहीं. India ऐसी नहीं सोच रही है. India would not want to see Pakistan win a single match from here because वो जो एक ऑरा होता है ना पाकिस्तान टीम के पास जब वो that backs to the wall corner tiger analogy. I think India would not even be caring, but yeah, they would definitely not want to see Pakistan win. India is beyond all this now. ये team थोड़ी हटके. Anyways, like I said in my intro to this live video, I have South Africa stacked to win this match. I don't think Pakistan, with this form, this lack of confidence, the rivalries between their own players, the infighting, I just don't feel they have the capability. If this Pakistan team is actually thinking, hey, 24 साल से हम लोग इससे नहीं हारे, फिर they're living in a fool's paradise. What difference you see between SA squad of 19 and 23? A leader in Temba Bavuma who doesn't have the baggage, who doesn't command, who doesn't have an aura. You sometimes need these kind of players. Aiden Markram has come a long way. Heinrich Klaassen is a massive factor. Marco Jansen is a massive factor. They had De Kock back then. They had Rassen van der Dusen. They had Markram. They had Rabada. They had Keshav. They had Imran Tahir. Back then. I think Keshav Maharaj. Sorry, no, it was not. It was Tabrez Shamsi. I think they sort of come here without any superstars. There's no De Villiers. There's no Faf du Plessis. There's no Dale Steyn, no Amla. They sort of flown under the radar, which I think has worked well for them. So the team is not drastically different from that time. But I think Heinrich Klaassen doing wonderful things. The bowlers chipping in. Marco Jansen. I think Marco. If you want two names from me, I would say Marco Jansen and Heinrich Klaassen. South Africa's spin performance. Look, Keshav Maharaj and Tabrez Shamsi are not the world's best spinners, but they're doing the job. Ek wicket yahan, do wicket yahan. They're doing the job. Will Pak go for same team or will Fakhar replace Imam? I think Fakhar Zaman will replace Imam. But like I've said before the World Cup, during the World Cup, 2 days ago, when this Pakistan team lost to Afghanistan, अगर आप अभी भी आज के दिन 2023 में एक ओपनर के लिए इमाम और फखर के बीच डिसाइड कर रहे हो तो भैया कहीं ना कहीं ये वर्ल्ड कप जीतने वाली लाइव टीम तो है नहीं मेरे हिसाब से Anyways, my friend, I've got to hop on to another live in about an hour or so. I've got to have breakfast. मैंने अब तक breakfast नहीं किया. By the time I just got off another live of a reposo and my coffee's gone cold here. So I'm going to Divesh keh rahe Pakistan will win today. Very unpredictable. Absolutely very unpredictable, but I just don't think is team se hoga. The only chance, 10% chance, like I said earlier in this stream, Devesh, is if Pakistan bat first. If they can get to 300, that is their best chance because Pakistan cannot chase. And South Africa, just like we saw against Netherlands, they stand the chance to collapse when put under scoreboard pressure. Roff has to be, bilkul Kiran, मैंने कहा था पिछले live stream में, Haris Roff is the most overrated Pakistan fast bowler I have seen. Pakistan issue is they are not playing the modern brand of cricket. भाई वो तो 7-8 साल से modern brand नहीं खेल पाए. I think their domestic cricket is just not up to standard. चेन्नई की पिच कैसी होगी? घूमेगी भाई घूमेगी. तभी तो South Africa announced yesterday that we're dropping Kutsia and we're playing Shamsi. It's going to be a fun match for the Saffers. Today, my bet on Pak if they bat first. Yes, exactly. Their only chance of beating South Africa, because we all know that South Africa is going to choke when chasing big totals, is if Pakistan bats. So I agree. हाँ शाहीन अफरीदी ओवररेटेड है लेकिन वो उस किस्म के ओवररेटेड बॉलर नहीं है जैसे कि हारिस रॉफ है. Shaheen Shah Afridi, just like Mohammad Shami, is the only Pakistan fast bowler with 2 5-wicket hauls in the World Cup history. So clearly he's better. But yes, he's no Wasim Akram. हार्दिक पे अपडेट मैंने कल कहा था लाइव स्ट्रीम पे हार्दिक पांड्या 3 मैच के लिए बाहर है. की प्लेयर्स फॉर पाक शादाब, बाबर, शफीक, शाहीन. I'm fine. What do you think about the injuries when you heard about Surya Kumar? Vinith, I'm very fine. I don't have any update. I know that Hardik Pandya is out for the next 3 matches. But beyond that, again, like I said earlier, a lot of questions coming about India. Well, let's talk about India on India Match Day and India Preview Days. This is the rare opportunity for me. I know I spent the whole year talking about Indian cricket. It's when a World Cup comes along that I get the chance to talk about other teams. With all due respect, let's keep the India questions to the India match days. A lot of questions have come in regards to today's match. So thank you for that. I'm gonna cancel the stream now. I've got to get ready for my other show. I've got to write a preview as well. थैंक यू ऑल हर दिन आप लोग यहाँ पे आते हो क्वेश्चन पूछते हो भाई का दिल बहुत खुश होता है you have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Last one. SA gives vibe of 2019 NZ team. It does. No, it does. But this is a slightly stronger team. Anyway, gotta go. Love you all. Once again, today I'm supporting the Proteas openly against Pakistan. I think, to wrap it up, they're going to break that 24-year jinx against Pakistan when it comes to World Cups. Love you all. Have a great weekend. Jai Hind.